I want you to make your first batch of bread from this level. And the way I want you to do it is this. I want you to feed it as normal on Saturday night and go to bed. Let's say you make it at 12 midnight. Somewhere between 9 to 12 hours after you've fed it, it'll be ready to use. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You go to the 4 Sunday. That's what you work. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, so you go to bed on Saturday night having made the leaven as normal. You get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, you check it, and you've been... Yeah, if you're lucky, you get bed at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you look at the leaven. Now, if it's got a thick carpet of black, green, pink, purple, brown...
I've seen pink in retarding fridges. It's quite amazing. It actually hangs down like snot.
Nice. If it's got a carpet of mould growing on it, throw it out and start again. If the mould gets into your leaven at any time in this process, you need to start again, because it'll take over. If it is sitting up really high in the cup and just starting to fall, that's the ideal time to make bread out of it. In fact, that's the best indicator. You've noticed, if you're naughty, you've noticed if you make the leaven, let's say at 12 o'clock midnight, you notice if you get up at 6 o'clock with your kids and you check it out, you notice it's on the way up. It's domed and it's on the way up. By 9 or 10 o'clock, it's got to the top of its arc.
Collapsing.
By midday, it started to drop. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's right down. And then by the time you come to feed it again the next night, it's right down low in the cup. It does this every day. The time to make bread is when it's gone to the top of its arc, it goes level, and then it starts to go concave and drop. When it starts to drop, that's the time to make level.
Maximum activity, basically.
Somewhere between 9 to 12 hours. It depends on, again, how long is a piece of string. Yep. It's much better just to watch the leaven and get it when it's starting to fall. Is everyone happy with that? Good. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to make my first batch of bread. So what do? There it is. Oh, it's really high up in the... Tony, give it a good stir, smell it. Oh, it smells just like the leaven on the day when Paul mixed it and got his hand in it. And yeah, it's just, oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's going to be an enormous success. So, you've got this active leaven. It's beautiful, it's ready, it's ripe, it's ready to make your first batch of bread. What bread are you going to make? What's going to be your first batch? You're going to make a stunning pizza dough? Are you going to make a brioche, something fancy like those buns? Are you going to make...
Yeah, so how do you convert commercial yeast back to wild yeast? How would you do the percentages? How do you work that back? Because it's like loosey-goosey, there is no... It's kind of close, but not really.
This is where the craft comes in. This is where I'm hoping that the industrialists can't actually ever do it. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yep.
What am I going to make? What's my first batch of bread?
I'd like to bread something simple.
Like what?
Anything?
Straight to the golden boiler. Thank goodness. Someone's thinking. You're probably all tired and had it. Are you all tired and had it?
Yeah.
We're going to put bread in the oven in a sec and we'll sit down and eat some in a moment. I just need to take you through this and make sure you've got it. So,
no, this is the important bit.
So, absolutely, you are going to go back to this book and you're going to get out the recipe on pastry and you're going to make that. Why would that be your first batch of bread at home?
Because you know it works.
Yeah, because you just...
So we've got a bit of a crusty bit on there now.
You've just done it. You spent a whole day making that bread with me. You know exactly how it feels on the bench, you know how it smells, you know how the whole thing works. So of course, the thing to do is go straight back and do it again with your beautiful leaven that you've created, and it'll give you a sense of how your leaven is working as well. So, you gets a wooden bowl, you put a kilo of flour, wholemeal flour in there, you get a kilo of fresh rye flour, you get a litre of water, you get your salt, 25 grams sitting on the side, you tip the entire contents of this cup in there, because it's around about 100 grams in there, into the bowl. Yeah?
No.
Take a spoon out.
Some people still. Thank God some of you are still.
I was sitting there looking at it going, what?
It's a long day, I know. Stay with me for a sec. So, I wouldn't empty that all on the first batch. Okay. So I had a husband and wife team come in and do the bakery course about a year ago. They sent me beautiful photos. They were in business together as wedding photographers. Yeah, that was their thing. And they sent me these amazing, high-res images of their first bake. Like how many gigs. I took them all on the download at the time. But there were shots like this. It was so beautiful.
It's a baby.
It's like that. And there was the obligatory crumb shot, and it was stunning. They had absolutely aced it on the first batch of bread. It was beautiful bread. They know.
But they used
However,
They used a lot.
They used all 11.
the last paragraph was, but John, we stuck the entire 11 out of the cup into the first batch. And so it's 3 weeks before we can make another batch of bread, and we've lost that beautiful leaven. So yeah, give it a damn good stir, and on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, take that and put it into an empty cup. Would you feed it at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning? Why not?
Because it'd be ready to bake it. The whole time is out.
Yeah. Our leaven has become used to a 24-hour feed. Whacking a little 12-hour feed in there is really naughty, and it will actually change the leaven. So what we're going to do instead is we put the delicious, slightly rounded teaspoon of leaven into an empty cup, put the lid on. It'll be totally fine there until tonight, Sunday night, where we'll feed it as normal and keep up the 24-hour feed.
So that won't get too dry?
No, with the lid on, it's not going to dry out. It'll be beautiful.
So what about folks who do 8-hour feeds? How does that, that's...
It's helicopter parenting.
And shit bread.
Well, no.
There are builds. No, totally. There are different ways of building leavens. I'm giving you the beef, the basic red bid version, which I've been, worked on over many years.
Oh, absolutely. You don't have to substantiate yourself.
It's very
I asked them the same question, and and they said that's why they've got a sweeter. They don't have any sourness in their dough.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
That was their reasoning.
Yep. Yeah, and that's clever, because with an 8-hour feed, you can build up a higher yeast. Look, I need to draw you a graph in a second, which will help explain exactly why that works. So now I've put the little dollop in there. I can now use everything that's remaining in the cup in my first batch of bread, make a beautiful loaf, take photographs, send them to John.
And John goes, oh God, more bread.
And pat yourselves on the back. It'll be fabulous. You can do it. I'm confident you'll be able to do it.
You should have.
Anything goes wrong, email me, send me photos, and I'll know. I'll do some diagnosis via email if anything goes horribly wrong. Okay, so questions about leaven making.
This leads straight into baking mediums, doesn't it? This leads into ovens.
Yeah, we're going to be putting bread in the oven in a second.
So what do you do when they're going away?
Yeah, the whole going away thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, damn good question. So, the most common good answer for that is phone a friend. Yeah. You have a backup. Like, no. If you live in New York or in the last 2 years in Stockholm, you take your leaven to the Leaven Hotel.
Fuck off. Seriously?
Really?
There's a business opportunity.
Yeah.
Wow.
In
That's different.
37th Street or something like that.
That's going to take right off.
You literally drive your dirty big black Hummer up onto the pavement in 37th Street. A dicky little bellboy comes down with a stupid hat and the silver trays and the white gloves, literally, and you pass your 11 out of the window of the Hummer with strict instructions on a piece of, neatly typed out
Sorry.
paper for looking after your 11. You go off to Colombia and do your drug deals. You come back to New York and your 11 has been beautifully looked after.
They do that for master stock as well. The Chinese master stocks. So
Anyway, 2 years ago, and the second one in Stockholm.
They're nearly up to 11.
So, phone a friend. Have someone trained up to look after it.
do you have to kill them and start again because it's too hard? Yeah.
Yeah, totally, and that's totally acceptable. You don't have to feel like you're.
So how long do you run a?
Yep. Okay, you can cremate your pet.
Yep.
So how long do you run a culture for before you go? That's it. I've had enough of this one. I'm going to redo it and start again.
We just keep adding to the culture at the bakery.
So you don't actually kill it at any point.
Never. Yeah. We haven't let it die yet, or
Ever.
we haven't used it all up. I got a phone call from a baking associate of mine who I baked with years ago. He started a bakery in Surrey Hills called Purebread.
Yep.
Anyway, he phoned me one night and said the apprentices actually washed all the leaven down the sink out of the leaven tub. And John, can I have some? And I said, well, one commercial businessman to another, no bloody way. No. I said, no worries, I'll pop it in a taxi. So literally grabbed some of the leaven, put it in, the container.
Wouldn't you love to have been that apprentice?
Seat belted it in, and off it went to Surrey Hills and saved him waiting for weeks while his business was closed, growing a new leaven.
Wouldn't you just love to be that apprentice?
I don't think he's still an apprentice.
Terry was tough, so it would have been.
Really good.
Growing new leaven.
Salami
How do you
making.
make your own leaven? Do you put in 2 teaspoons at that point, or do you take half teaspoon, half
Not a
teaspoon?
great
What do
teacher if you haven't taught the
Okay,
apprentice.
so start again.
Oh, you'd be
So,
surprised with
mine-
students.
That'd be the first thing.
You might have misunderstood what I was saying.
Yep. Well, you just after you show the mousse and it comes out well, you will add it to your
Yes.
So basically then add to a leaven you've already got.
Yep.
If you've got another one, which is great.
He was probably
I
at the
just-
cleaning stage of his apprenticeship. He didn't
you had
actually
to-
know.
You can either do
what
equal volumes, or you can do more of one, more of the
So you
other.
mix them all in together, stir them up, and then take your teaspoon like you go.
And 2 questions.